Hello and welcome back to The Read. We are continuing our journey through the 8 dimensions of wellness. We have 2 left to go, occupational and financial. This one is your occupational read. However, some elements of your money may come out. So we'll see what happens towards the end of this, if this is just an occupational reading or kind of one and both type situation. Hope you're having a really great day. This is with the intention to figure out what are the energies around your occupation. Nothing is seeming to want to come out. Everything is falling face down. King of Swords. You might be the King of Swords. Well, it is in the you position. Let's keep on going. Let's finish this shuffle. So we'll look. You had the 2 balanced sun, 7 of Cups, Hanged Man. King of Cups in reverse. So this is interesting. So you're coming up as a King of Swords. You have a hold on your communication. You might be a good communicator. You might be flexible in your role. You're not too rigid. You are connected spiritually. You have butterflies on your throne, as well as the moon, 2 crescent moons, waxing and waning. So this might actually, I take back the emotions part. This might be you're in touch with your conscious and your subconscious. You went through some type of transformation with the butterflies there. Two birds are flying in the background, slightly cloudy, with a chance of meatballs. You have the King of Cups, so this is energy surrounding you. So you might have a boss that is giving King of Cups in the reverse. This person may be, or may lack emotional maturity. They say things and they're just off. They don't have kind of like that understanding of social cues, possibly. I think mostly just emotionally immature. Doesn't have a good handle on their emotions. They might be a petty individual. This might be a boss. This might be a coworker. This is coming up as energy around you. In your job, you may have somebody who just recently got on the team. We don't have the full card out here, so maybe not necessarily, new journey, new job, but somebody that has been either there less time than you, or somebody who has a different and lesser title than you. Coming up as a Page of Wands, the learners of the court cards. So those are some energies that are surrounding you at your job, occupationally. I want to see the journey. What is the journey? Okay. That's very interesting. We kind of had the 5 of Cups which kind of has the same position as the Hermit. So that figure really wanted to present itself in this read. So you may work, okay, so I don't think you have anybody that you're responsible for in your work. You are kind of the team by itself. You might have a team, but you guys are kind of on your own islands. You don't interact or interfere with each other too often. Yeah, you might also work remotely because we have the Hermit. You might also work remotely. I should have just cut the deck, but we're already here. Okay. So in your job, you are successful. You experience a lot of achievements. You have learned a lot of things, maybe done a lot of professional developments. You might, even though you're in this role, you have done a number of different types of certifications. You're doing really well in this role. Congratulations. I think you might be moving from an energy where you were in the Hermit position, in the solo position, into a more team-oriented situation. Maybe there's if you're not leaving the job, which none of this really suggests that you're leaving the job, except for the Page of Wands. That could intuitively, you have the High Priestess here with the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is a really good reading. I think you enjoy your job. Every job comes with its things. You have the King of Cups in reverse, so I really do think that might be a manager of some sort or a coworker of some sort. That's kind of just not it. That's really, it's just not it is the best word that I can come up with right now. You may avoid them if you have the ability to avoid them, because you're coming upright as the King of Swords. Let's do this one more time. See if we can get something to round this out. Your job, I think I've already said this, but I don't know why I want to say it again, but your job might require you to communicate a lot. I don't know why. I don't know why that felt important to say again. King of Wands. So you move from the Page. So this person who's a learner moves out of the learning and into action. You're also moving into action within your job. I think that, you get what you're looking for, whether it's a paycheck, whether it's a promotion. You have the Ten of Pentacles, so that always points to a good sign, and you're actively moving towards that. I love how the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands both have salamanders on their dressings. And I love this red horse that the Knight of Wands rides on. So again, you might be moving a project into action. Yeah, so this is confirming the team. So you might have to work on a team to complete this project, whereas you're used to working in things independently. You might also have, whoa. You might also have a job where you have Even though you work solo, you might have a high contact job where you're dealing with a lot of people's energies and spirits. You did get the Five of Wands, but it's in reverse. So everything seems that you also have the Knight of Swords. So you're definitely moving something into action. I think that you work in a job where you have high contact with different energies and spirits. You could be a teacher, you could be a nurse, you could be a home health care worker. You can work in the front desk of something, like the front desk manager or assistant. You're greeting people, you're checking people in, that type of thing, at a spa, at a hotel. Who knows? But all of those require like high contact. Okay. But you're also coming out as the Empress, the Sun card. So this is a really good reading for your occupational. I think you might be in a position where you have been in this role for quite some time, because you have the Hanged Man. Yeah, you might have been with this organization for some time now. But overall, the energy is really, really good. Again, you got the Empress card and the Sun card. I don't think we need anything else. And you get the Moon. Okay, so you might be in a Hanged Man position at this current job. There may not be any promotions for you on the horizon. Company is steady. There's no growth. There's no shrinkage, which is good. But it seems like you're kind of just there, you know? I encourage you to find a new perspective as you're in this Hangman position, which I think you are able to do because the Sun mirrors the enlightenment around his head in the Hangman. Those two are directly related. The Hanged Man, although is in a stalled position, he has been able to see things from a different perspective, literally, because he's upside down. So I think it's not going to be hard for you to find the positive in this role. Again, you have the Two of Cups, Knight of Wands. You're learning. You're learning new things. You're doing new projects. You're putting things that you've learned into action. This job is a challenge. It challenges you as the King of Swords. Because it has a lot to do with communication, making sure that communication is proper and it's right. As it relates to your job, you're going to be working with a team. Either you're working with a team now or you'll be working with a team very shortly. Even though most of your job is done by yourself in the Hermit. You have the Empress, you have the Sun card. So I think you generally enjoy your work. You did have the Five of Wands, but it came in reverse. So you're not battling anything. You're not, having any types of conflicts. Everything seems like pretty good. And I don't want to ruin that. I love that there are people who are actually enjoying themselves in their work. And it seems like you are one of those people. So keep it up. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.